Hello dear children, welcome you all to our English class. Today we are going to deal the lesson Madam Rides the Bus, and this lesson was written by Vallikannan. Okay? As you all know that this lesson just talks about an 8-year-old girl named Valli, and with great enthusiasm she thought of just riding first bus ride after collecting all important details with regard to a bus ride, and with great vigor she started her first journey. And also we see that she boarded the 1 o'clock bus without the help of the conductor. She boarded the bus, she entered inside the bus, she took the ticket, and that seemed a great entertainment for all the passengers in the bus. There were only 6 or 7 passengers, but it seemed that all of them were very concerned about Valli. Even the conductor seems to be a jolly man who just called him child, in which that irritated. She told that I am not a child, I am 8 years old. So he started calling her madam. Okay, and once she entered inside the bus, she very carefully looked all the things that could see inside the bus, the window, the color of the bus, then outside through the window what else she could see. She just enjoyed, isn't it? And also we see that last day she enjoyed the beautiful sight through the, besides the canal, another side, very greenery, field, mountains, everything. Okay, and as she was just standing on the place, since that the canvas blind shortened her view, she stood on the place and was watching, and the conductor as well as one of the elderly man just asked her to be seated. Okay, and she was not ready, but she sat when she came to know that the bus stopped in a nearby stop to collect some people. She was afraid of losing her seat. She sat on the seat. An elderly woman came and sat beside her. "Are you alone, dear?" she asked, Valli, as the bus started again. Valli found the woman absolutely repulsive. Such big holes she had in her earlobes and such ugly earrings in them. She could smell the betel nut and the woman was chewing and see the betel juice that was threatening to spill over her lips at any moment. How could be sociable with such a person? Now we see that this Valli, who was standing there, immediately seated when she saw that the bus stopped on a particular place. And as she was seated there, she got a new companion. Was the new companion? A lady came and sat very near to her. And once she had a look at this lady, she had a lot of things. What is that? The appearance of the lady didn't actually please this Valli. And what are the things that Valli found? You will see that this lady was so anointing and all. And when the lady sat near this Valli, she developed a thought of a strong dislike for the lady. What is that? Here it seems to be like she was having great holes in her earlobes. Earlobe is a place where children or girls used to put their earring. Okay, the harder part, the tip of their ear. Okay, that is the place where they put earrings. So that part, the whole of that earlobe, the earlobe hole is very big, and also the earring. The ear stud or the earring that seemed to be not good. She was not interested in seeing this one. And also we see that before she was seated, this lady asked one question. What is it? Are you alone? She asked one question to Valli. Oh, are you alone here in this bus? Valli made a look at this lady and she could see that the lady was chewing betel nuts. You know, betel nuts, the picture of the betel nuts is given here, and it produces what a red color juice. Okay, along with betel leaves they used to chew this. So some people have the habit of chewing this betel nuts and leaves, so that create a red color juice in their mouth. So as the lady was talking, she was having a lot of deposit in her mouth, and you know that people who chew all these things talk in a different particular manner, and this Valli was feeling so irritated that at any moment of time this betel juice can be spilled out of her mouth and can reach to the lips of this Valli. So she thinks that, oh, what is this? This lady is chewing this one and her mouth is full of this red color water, and that is about to spill out. and she seemed so irritated. She created a great dislike for this lady, and she would think that how is it possible for having good social interaction with ladies like this. Okay, altogether Valli was not at all happy for having what is that a companion like this elderly lady who was seated beside this Valli. And apart from this lady smelled betel leaves. Okay, the smell of the betel leaves, the juice of the betel, nuts and leaves, everything was seen, and Valli felt so irritated. Actually, all this time she was enjoying looking outside and inside the bus. So all of a sudden everything spoiled. I'm traveling alone, she answered coolly, and I have got a ticket too. Yes, she is on her way to town, said the conductor, with a 30 paisa ticket. Oh, why don't you mind your own business? Said Valli. But she laughed all the same, and the conductor laughed too. But the old woman went on with her driver. Is it proper for such a young person to travel alone? Do you know exactly where you're going in town? What's the street? What's your house number? You didn't bother about me. I can take care of myself, Valli said, turning her face towards the window and staring out. So what happened? Actually, this Valli was irritated and she was so annoyed with this lady. Because the first time she got onto the bus, she asked one question. Are you alone? And now, afterwards, looking at the appearance of the lady, that really created a dislike for Valli. And now this lady again started asking question. Here it says that she started drivel. Drivel means silly nonsense questions like, what are the questions? This already we have seen that Valli was not at all interested in or having a good, considering her as a child. When the conductor just gave his hand to help her to get onto the bus, she said, no, I can get in myself, isn't it? Then when the conductor called her child, she said, no, don't call me child. Okay, likewise. So she said, when she is fed up with this lady's appearance, she said, what she said? I am all alone and I had a ticket too. And with this, she turned towards the window and she started looking at the scenery there. Immediately, who interfered here? The bus conductor slowly came and said, oh, yes, she is a grown-up lady who has got bus ticket with her. Okay. And also, Valli is asking one thing. What is that? Valli says that Valli laughed with him and said that you don't bother about me. Valli said with a laughing smile, she said, and now we see that the conductor as well as Valli, both of them were laughing each other and they were talking in a jolly manner. Even though the question was asked by this elderly lady, who interfered, the jolly man conductor joined and everyone started laughing at this Valli's way of talking and how the conductor just behaved and protected, just like a sort of concern he has. That shows that each and every time the conductor comes here to check whether this Valli is comfortable or not, because she is the only one without any help or without anyone else with her. She got onto the bus telling that I want to go to the nearby town. Okay. And she tried to avoid this lady by looking outside to the window, just enjoy the reading. At the very same time, this lady was not happy. She started asking a million questions. What is that? Where is your home? Where are you going? Do you know where you are going? Is there anyone in the street? Or is there anyone in your town where you are going? Where is your street? Or is it fair to travel all alone without a parent with you? Then again she is asking, do you know your house number? Do you know your address? So a lot of questions was being asked by this lady. Oh, Valli felt, what is this? Why this lady is asking a lot of questions? So finally, she felt so much annoyed and Valli responded harshly to the lady, telling her that I know to look after myself. Okay? And purposely she was avoiding further conversation with this lady by telling that I know how to look after myself. You just bother your things. Then again she started looking outside and enjoy the sceneries. So he saw actually this elderly lady. She is also, even though she was not looking as pretty, but she was chewing this betel leaves and nuts, but still then she was concerned about the small girl. When she came to know that this is a small girl, she is only 8 years of age, isn't it? So when she thought that this small girl is traveling alone, she was just thinking about what will happen if she came out from her home without the consent of her parents. Is it possible for her to return back to her home safely? Does her know the address, everything? This is just shows about a motherly concern from the part of this elderly lady. But this was not at all accepted by whom? Accepted by our Valli. Our Valli is in great exaggeration for having the first time ride in a bus, and that too was spoiled by the questions of this lady. And then her first journey, what careful, painstaking, elaborate plans she had to make for it. She had thriftily saved whatever stray coins came her way, resisting every temptation to buy peppermints, toys, balloons, and the likes, and finally she had saved a total of 60 pice. How difficult it had been, particularly that day at the village fair, but she had resolutely stifled a strong desire to ride the merry-go-round even though she had the money. Now here we see that just talking about the first ride or the first journey of Valli. The pain that she had taken in order to just have her first journey. What are the pains? Pain with regard to expense. You know that for a girl like Valli, village dweller, it's very hard to collect 60 paise. Why 60 paise? Because one time journey or one side journey, she need to spend how many paise? 30 paise. And in order to come to the second side also, she need to pay 30 paise. Altogether, she came to know that she need to have 60 paise. So, slowly and steadily, when she had this eagerness and wish to travel in a bus that created in her mind, slowly she started collecting money. Whenever she comes, 5 paise, 2 paise, 3 paise, or 10 paise, 20 paise, or whatever, she used to collect it and keep it for later. Without spending it for what? Without spending it for, sweets, chocolates and all. Here we see that, and she carefully spent each and every penny that she got. And she tried to save the money because she wanted to travel. She wanted to pay for the bus fare. So, thriftily means what? Spending money very carefully. And she tried to avoid what? Avoid peppermints, toys, balloons, things like that. Whenever her mother or father gave her money to buy chocolates and all, she didn't buy. Okay, she wanted to save it for what? For riding in a bus. So, she resolutely stifled. Resolutely stifled means she purposely controlled her emotion. Emotion of what? Emotion of liking for chocolates, sweets, and peppermints, toys, balloons, etc. And also we see that once she went to attend in a village fair. You know, village fair, there will be a lot of rides and all. And actually this Valli likes to be in a merry-go-round. Okay, merry-go-round, every children likes it, isn't it? So, she also wanted to ride. She has the money with her. She thought that if I spend this money, how can I travel in a bus? How can I pay for the bus fare? So, she purposely controlled her emotion of riding in this merry-go-round. Sure. Now, from there also, she saved the money. So, taking much effort, finally, she could collect how many coins? 60 coins. 60 coins is for her bus journey to and fro. Tickets, she need to spend 60 paise. She collected 60 paise, that too, working very hard, keeping her, love for sweets, keeping her love for toys, peppermints, everything aside. And also she even ignored her favorite ride in the village fair, that is the merry-go-round. Then, after she had enough money saved, her next problem was how to slip out of the house without her mother's knowledge. But she managed this without too much difficulty. Every day after lunch, her mother would nap about 1 to 4 or so. Valli always used these hours for her excursions as she stood looking the doorway of her house, or sometimes even ventured out in the village. Today, the same hours would be to use her for first excursion outside the village. Now, here we see that first of all, she managed to collect 60 paise that is needed for her bus journey. The next thing is that, now money is okay. Then what about just getting out of my house without the knowledge of my mother, okay, of my parents, especially her mother. She knows that every day afternoon time from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, usually these time my mother used to sleep. Okay, and nap means a short sleep. So she every now and then she used to make use of this time. Whenever her mother is sleeping, she used to stand in the doorway, watch the things, and very rarely she used to go and have a roundabout in the village. Inside her village, go through the nearby houses, just watch the things that she liked to see and all. So this particular day, she thought of having an excursion not within the village but outside the village by riding on the bus. Already we have seen that if she catches the 1 o'clock bus, she can return it by 2:45 p.m. Isn't it? So she calculated everything very carefully, and here we see that she used this time. She was pretty sure that in between her mother will not come to know that she is not in the house. Okay, she managed to keep up the time. So now anyhow for this ride she used this time between 1 o'clock here. Every day he says that excursions here means she used to go out to see the things or places herself. Okay, and here we see that sometimes even ventured out in the village. Ventured out means went cautiously. That means she very carefully went out to different places in the village itself when her mother was sleeping. So she thought of just using this time between 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock to have her first journey in a bus. The bus rolled on now, cutting across a bare landscape, now rushing through a tiny hamlet or past an old wayside shop. Sometimes the bus seemed on point of gobbling up another vehicle that was coming towards them, or a pedestrian crossing the road. But lo, how somehow it passed on smoothly, leaving all obstacles safely behind. Trees came running towards them, but then stopped as the bus reached them, and simply stood there helpless for a moment by the side of the road before rushing away in the other direction. So now another sights that Valli sees. What is that? It's the first time that Valli is traveling in a bus. So as she was sitting there, the things that she enjoys is when she looked out of the bus, she could see that the trees were running. And by the time here we see that the bus rolled on, cutting across a bare landscape. Bare landscape here means an area which do not have much trees, but very few shrubs here and there. But whenever she happened to see the trees, she could see that the trees seemed to be like running. And that too, in some places it will be like deserted, not having much to plants or trees, but very small shrubs can be seen. And also hamlets here means small settlement with few houses. Okay, so and some few houses can be seen. And also we see that as she looks forward, it seems to be like when you sit in the front of a bus, you feel like the bus is covering the whole road, isn't it? I don't know how many of you might have felt. It seems to be like when you sit in the front row of the bus, it seems to be like the bus is covering the whole road. And sometimes people will think that the bus or the vehicle that comes opposite will gobble. Gobble means what? Will get or swallowed by this bus. Okay, will get hit by this bus. But once it comes near, what will happen? It has got enough space that will go without hurting the particular bus. So definitely here this Valli who was seated in the front row seems to be like, oh, I hope that our bus will gobble or just swallow the opposite bus or vehicle that is coming. But when it comes very closer to the bus, it moves very safely the other side. Okay, so she felt it many times likewise. And also here we see that the trees which were running, it seems to be like running. When the bus stops, what also stop? The trees running also will get stopped. And it stood like, it was safe in one place. And when the bus stops, the trees also stop their running. Likewise. So this is a novel experience, new experience for our Valli. Okay. And also we see that the pedestrians who was, the people who are walking through the road also moves very safely without being get hurt by the bus. Okay. Anyhow, next. Suddenly, Valli clapped her hands with glee. A young cow, tail high in the air, was running very fast right in the middle of the road, right in front of the bus. The bus slowed to a crawl, and then driver sounded his horn loudly again and again. But the more he horned, the more frightened the animal became, and the faster it galloped, always right in front of the bus. So what happened? Another thing that she saw in the bus is, as she witnessed all these sceneries outside, here we see that a new thing. What is that? A small cow, a young cow, was running in the middle of the road, and it was so frightened hearing the horns of the bus and the vehicles. So whenever the driver gives the horn, the cow get frightened and it gallops. What is gallop? Running just like with the tails upside, isn't it? Keeping the tails upside within a frightened manner. It just used to run all over in the middle of the road. And this actually entertained whom? Entertained Valli. The Valli was so happy. She started clapping her hands and was just enjoying each and every second inside the bus. Anyhow, this is a great experience for Valli. She was glee. Glee means with great happiness and joy. She enjoyed the sight of the young cow. Okay, young cow who was just galloping in the middle of the road when the driver gave the horn. Actually, the driver gave the horn in order to make the cow move from the road. Okay, but the cow becomes so frightened. Unfortunately, the horn terrified the cow and it ran in front of the bus. Then what happened? The bus was slowed down, and also the driver was just trying to keep the cow away from their way by giving the horn. Then somehow this was very funny to Valli. She laughed and laughed until there was tears in her eyes. "Hey lady, haven't you laughed enough?" called the conductor. "Better save for some tomorrow." At last the cow moved off the road, and soon the bus came to a railroad crossing. A speck of train could be seen in the distance, growing bigger and bigger as it drew near. Then it rushed past the crossing gate with a tremendous roar and rattle, shaking the bus. Then the bus went on and passed the train station. From there it traversed a busy, well-laid-out shopping street and entered a wider thoroughfare. Such big, bright-looking shops, what glittering display of clothes and arm merchandise, such big crowds, struck dumb with wonder. Valli gaped at everything. So now finally what happened? After this funny incident of this cow, she laughed a lot and she was just laughing, just forgot about the place where she is sitting. Okay, so what happened? By the time who was just looking at her, who was just watching all over her? The conductor. Finally the conductor came and told her, what is that? "Hey lady, enough, just keep some laughing for tomorrow." Okay, and here we see that even this Valli can't control her happiness. She laughed and laughed a lot. The tears also started, coming from her eyes. She was just clapping her hands. She really enjoyed. She is only 8-year-old girl, isn't it? She really liked the way the cow just frightened and how he was just running all over and all. Then we see that the conductor who came her to tease her by telling that it was enough for this day, that she should save some laugh for the next day. Anyhow, the cow just moved from the road, and the next thing that entertained her is the railway crossing. You might have seen railway crossing, isn't it? So when the train arrival time, gate will be closed and the bus will be waiting for the train to move. And this is one occasion. It's a very beautiful occasion for Valli. Valli could see what? The railway crossing. The bus was stopped in front of the railway crossing. The gate was closed, and by the time she was just looking outside through the window, she could see a small speck of train's arrival. A very small manner. She could see the front part of the train. So when it reached closer and closer, the train became so bigger and bigger. Okay, so it grew larger and larger, and here we see that once the train passed their bus, it was with great roar and sound. Even the sound as well as the movement of the train shaked the bus. she experienced like the train when the train moved, the bus seemed to be shaking the entire road and the bus also. And after the train left, what we see? The bus also moved from the railway tracking. Okay, through the railway track it also moved. And after taking a turn to a wider street, from a narrow to a wider road, Valli was very happy. What is that? Now, after seeing the sight, now her bus took a wider road that was opening to a city life. Now, everything changed here, and whatever she had seen so far was different from what she is going to see next. And now slowly and steadily she started experiencing busy people, busy workers, busy shops, everything. Okay, so that's why we see that taking a turn, it reached over a wider road. There were big and brightly lit shops. The shops were, what is that, decorated with what? Decorated with glittering lights. Then we see that decorative lights. Then there were shops which displayed clothes, other crockery items, all the necessary things. Everything, each and every point of the space of the place was filled with shops and all, lights, very beautiful lights, decorations, everything that really mesmerized the sight of this Valli. Valli was so happy to see. This is a novel experience, new experience to Valli. She glanced, or she looked very carefully each and everything that she saw in this city. That shows that she entered in the city. Now the bus entered into the city and she happened to visualize beautiful things in this city life. Then the bus stopped and everyone got off except Valli. "Hey lady," said the conductor, "aren't you ready to get off? This is as far as your 30 paisa takes you." "No," Valli said, "I'm going back to this on the same bus." She took another 30 paisa from her pocket and handed the coin to the conductor. "Why? Is something the matter?" "Is something the matter?" "No, nothing the matter. I just felt like having a bus ride, that's all. Don't you want to have a look at the sights now that you are here all by myself?" "Oh, I would be much too afraid." Greatly amused by the girl's way of speaking, the conductor said, "But you weren't afraid to come in the bus?" "Nothing to be afraid of about that," she answered. So what we see here is, finally we see that the destination of the bus reached. What is that? The city. It's a shuttle which comes from village to city. Okay, so finally they reached the city and the bus stopped in the bus station, and all the people just got down from the bus. Only who was sitting inside the bus? Only our Valli is sitting inside the bus. Now the conductor just surprisingly asked, "Hey lady, why are you sitting here? It's your travel up for the 30 paise." She immediately, what she did, she said, "I'll give you another 30 paise. I wanted to go back to my village in the same bus. I don't want to get down here." So when the bus arrived at its destination, all the people except Valli, but Valli was sitting there, and when she was questioned by the conductor, she took another 30 paise, telling that she wanted to travel in the same bus to her village, back to her village. And also we see that Valli says that she was not ready to go out of the bus because she was afraid. And conductor just said that, "Okay, why can't you just go have a look all around? You are here, finally you are here, you came to the city, just have a look all yourself." She says that, "No, there is no need for me to go around. I am all alone, I am afraid." Then the conductor asked her one question. "Then what about traveling alone in this bus?" What is that? What was the answer given by Valli? Valli says, "What is there to worry about? There is nothing to worry about traveling in a bus all alone." So that shows the courage. Okay, but she was very cautious about her own life and she wanted to be safe and secure. See that the conductor is also very protective of this girl, and he was asking a lot of questions and also he also wanted to know whether her mother will be agreeable. "Well then, why not go to that stall over there and have something to drink? Nothing to be afraid of that either. Oh no, I couldn't do that. Well then, let me bring you a cold drink. No, I don't have enough money. Just give me my ticket, that's all. It will be my treat and not cost anything. No, 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 she said firmly. Please no. The conductor shrugged and waited until it was time for the bus to begin the return journey. Again, there wasn't many passengers. Won't your mother be looking for you? The conductor asked when he gave the girl her ticket. No, 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 no one will be looking for me, she said. So, what we see here is now the conductor, after just asking her to have a look all around, then he said, why can't you have a drink? Because you are traveling this much long distance, you may be feeling so tired, thirsty, just have a drink. Then what was the reply said by Valli? No, I don't have enough money with me. Already we have seen that she very carefully saved 60 paise for travel. One time ticket she need to pay 30 paise, and for the return she need to pay another 30 paise. She has got only 60 paise with her. So she says that no, I don't want to have a drink because I don't have enough money. Then what the conductor said, no worry, I can offer you what? One drink. Okay, just have one juice. I'll pay for it. You don't need to pay for that. We see that the conductor felt so happy about this girl's courage, and also maybe they become so friendly to each other. So as a friendly person, this conductor is offering her a drink. But she says that no, I don't want. That shows that she have learned a lesson that don't take anything from strangers, isn't it? So she says that no, I don't want anything. I'll be okay. I'll be happy. Okay, I'll sit here in the bus. We see that the conductor also waited until the bus started for his return journey, because the conductor now understood the course of her travel. She already said that just for a fun, I only wanted to travel. Okay, my intention is to have a ride in a bus. So in order to satisfy that, there is no need for me to get on from the bus. So the conductor also just waited until the bus returned to its destination, back to the village. And in between, this conductor asked one question. What is that? Won't your mother be looking for you? Okay, what about your mother? Will she be looking for you? Then Valli says that no one will be looking for me. It seems to be like she already informed her mother all about. Okay, so then the bus started, and again there were the same wonderful sight. Valli wasn't bored in the slightest and greeted everything with the same excitement she felt the first time. But suddenly she saw a young cow lying dead by the roadside, just where it had been struck by some fast-moving vehicle. Isn't it that the same cow that ran in front of the bus on her trip to town? She asked the conductor. The conductor nodded, and she was overcome with sadness. What had been a lovable, beautiful creature just like a little while ago had now suddenly lost his charm and lost his life, and looked so horrible, so frightening as it lay there, legs spread-eagled, a fixed stare in the lifeless eyes, bled all over. So here we see that now they have their return journey to the village, and on her way back, only very few passengers, just like in the journey towards the town. In the return journey also, very few passengers are there. So Valli didn't lose the charm or excitement, because this is the second time that she is going to visualize the same sight. But it seems to be like she is happy about seeing this place again as if for the first time. She has the same vigor and happiness to watch again. So she was very happy, she was excited. But what happened? On the way, she happened to see something. What is that? As in her first journey towards the town, she saw a young, energetic cow that created mess in the road. Now, here we see that the cow which created a mess is now seemed dead the roadside. Okay. And here Valli felt so sad. She asked the conductor, what is that? Isn't the same cow that created a mess in a bus, in front of our bus? Conductor said yes. Okay. When she was said yes, she understood that it was the same cow that gave her a lot of happiness, which seemed to be very lovable. And she was so excited to see that creature, happy creature. It moved with great energy, ran all over, now seemed what? Lifeless. That too within no time. Okay. few minutes back she had seen the energy level and the life of this young cow. Now she never expected that this life will come to an end right now. The very same cow is now seemed to be dead. What happened? Some fast moving vehicle hit the cow and now it was dead. And it seems to be like it lies like spread eagle. That means with his legs spread and all over the body blood can be seen. This cow was lying at the side of the road. She felt so sad. When she got confirmed that it was the same cow from the conductor, she felt highly so sorry because the same cow created and gave a lot of happiness and love to whom? Love to this Valli. That was a new experience for Valli. And here is another experience. This is a lesson that each and every person should learn in life. The things that we see earlier, sometimes we fail to see it after some time. So what she had seen earlier in a lively manner, now it seemed to be dead. Okay? So there are so many things that happens within the limits of time. She understood that. She felt so sorry. She was just imagining the galloping of the cow and she really enjoyed it. Now it all went in vain. It was now lying dead beside of the road. She can't even imagine. She felt so sorry. The bus moved on. The memory of the dead cow haunted her, damping her enthusiasm. She no longer wanted to look out the window. She sat thus, glued to her seat until the bus reached her village at 3:40. She stood up and stretched herself. Then she turned to the conductor and said, "Well, sir, I hope to see you again." "Okay, madam," he answered her, smiling. "Whenever you feel like a bus ride, come and join us. And don't forget to bring your fare." She laughed and jumped down from the bus. Then away she went, running straight for home. So now, after we see that once she had seen the cow dead, she lost all her happiness. And now, as she was seated on the bus, she don't dare to stand and enjoy the scenery through the window. She doesn't want to look outside anymore. She was seated as if she got glued in the seat. And she didn't move. She was sitting there, just thinking about the happiness that she had seen. She enjoyed by the presence of the young cow. So that's why it says that she was deeply moved by the sights. And that was haunting her as she was just traveling. She didn't want to enjoy her scenery anymore. And by the time we see that she lost all the pleasure of her return journey. The death of the cow created lot of unhappiness in the mind of this innocent girl. So this is the general attitude of children. They always only wanted to see happy things all around. They never entertained any sorrowful, disappointing things in life. Valli is one great example for that. She even doesn't want to look outside and forget about what? About the cow. Okay. So she seemed like she was glued. Glued here means stick to the seat. And by the time it was 3:45 p.m. What was her calculation? She calculated early that if she gets onto the 1 o'clock bus, she can be back by 3:45. Now it's time to come back to get down to her village. Okay. By the time the bus stopped her town or her place, she got up from her seat and she looked at the conductor. This was a friendly look that she had with the conductor. So on the way she learned a lot of things. She learned the importance of friendship. She learned how caring and protective. Then she learned about enjoying in life. She learned about what? Disappointments. And she learned about life, the lifespan. Isn't it? We can't predict how long one can live. That also was learned by this Valli. So she stood up and looked at the conductor. And they passed a smile, isn't it? Both of them smiled each other. And now the conductor said one thing. If ever you wish to have a ride, come and join with us. Then he also said one more thing. What is that? Don't forget to take your fare. Because once she was about to get onto the bus, she said that I have money with me. Don't take me freely. I have money with me, isn't it? So now the conductor just reminds her, don't forget to bring the bus fare also. She laughed back. And we see that once the bus is stopped, in the stop where she wanted to deboard, she jumped from the bus and ran towards her home. Okay. So that was a great experience for Valli. Okay. When she entered the house, she found her mother awake and talking to one of Wally's aunt, the one from South Street. This aunt was a real chatterbox, never closing her mouth once she started talking. "And where have you been?" said her aunt when Wally came in. She spoke very casually, not expecting a reply. So Wally just smiled, and her mother and aunt went on with their conversation. So what we see here is, on reaching home, something was there. What is that? Beyond her expectation, her mother was sitting there. Actually, she thought that her mother will be sleeping up to what time? Up to 4 o'clock. Now it's only 3:45. She was just hurrying back to her home. When she entered the house, she could see that her mother was sitting, talking with someone. Who was that? It's one of her aunt who came from South Street. And now talking about this aunt, she is just like what? Very talkative, like Chatterbox. You remember Chatterbox? Anne Frank was given the essay Chatterbox because of that enough and more talking. So she is just like that, a talkative lady. And here our Valli says that once she opened her mouth, it's very difficult to close it. She goes on talking and talking and talking. So here, as they were talking, who entered in the house? Valli slowly entered into the house, and all of a sudden her aunt saw Valli and asked, in between she asked, "Where were you, dear?" But she was not expecting an answer. Who knows that? Valli knows that, and Valli thought that this is the great time, isn't it? Great time to escape. See, she just made a sweet smile and escaped into the house. Both of them continued their talking. Valli's mother and her aunt just continued their talking. "Yes, you're right," her mother said. "So many things in our midst and in this world outside. How can we possibly know about everything? And even when we do know them about something, we often can't understand it completely. Can we?" "Oh yes," breathed Valli. "What?" asked her mother. "What's that you say?" "Oh," Valli said, "I was just agreeing with what you said about things happening without our knowledge. Just a chit of a girl." "She is," said her aunt, "and yet look how she poked her nose into our conversation, just as though she were a grown lady." Valli smiled to herself. She didn't want them to understand her smile, but then there wasn't much chance for that, was there? So now here we see that as Valli entered inside the house sneakingly, while her Valli's mother as well as her aunt continued talking. In between, Valli was standing there and listening to the conversation. And Valli's mother in between said that there are a lot of things happening in this world with our knowledge and without our knowledge. What all things are going on there? We can't even understand something. We can't understand everything that is going on. We can't realize and we can't know all the things correctly. When her mother said likewise, Valli, who overheard the talking of her mother, she also agreed, "Yes, mom, you are right. Okay, what you said is correct, because we don't understand what is going on around us. We don't have any knowledge about what is happening around us." Then both of them, Valli's mother and her aunt, got astonished, and they looked at her and asked, "What? Why are you saying like this?" they asked. And immediately Valli acted like, "Yes, I was just trying to, support my mother. There are a lot of things that is happening without her knowledge." Actually, what she meant here, her first journey in the bus was not known by whom? Known by her mother. So when the mother said that there are a lot of things that happens without her knowledge, she agrees that she is one best example. Her travel in the bus was not known by her mother, but she just simply smiled and she just kept her secret in her own mind. She doesn't want to disclose it to aunt or mother. That's why she said, "Yes, mom, what you said was correct." Okay, you don't really know what is happening around within your life itself, isn't it? So what is the reply given by her aunt? Her aunt says that, "Oh, see, this little girl interfering in our talks. She is just acting like a grown-up lady." Just like was she just made a comment and they passed it. Okay. So actually Valli mean other thing, isn't it? Valli was just excited about her first journey. So it was a dream come true. For a lot of days effort was behind this bus journey. So that's what she actually meant. This is the lesson that deals with Madam Rides the Bus. Okay. Written by Valikan. And I hope you like the lesson very much. God bless you. Thank you.